Hello everybody, welcome back to Roadcraft. I believe I got everything working the way it needs to for a change. So had some issues last week with the stream. I think everything is solid now. So that being said, let's jump into it. We got Roadcraft on the agenda. We're going to continue to work on Aftermath. The goal is to try to finish this map up today, or at least get a good chunk of progress done. So we have some objectives to work on. We got a side route to build to Panama, but I believe we're going to have to do some work on the road here in order to actually do that. So that might get a little interesting to try to do that. So let's see. Because we gotta repair this, or maybe we can just go up through the mountains. I don't know. That looks like probably wrap through the mountains to get around that. But then we got this. There's a big mud pit here. Probably gonna have to clear that out. And let's see. We look through here. Route. Well, we don't gotta go that far. We gotta go over here. Yeah, there is some cars and stuff in the way there. So let's start. What do we have for quarries here? What's our quarry range? Not that great. Okay, so we need to also build a road here. But let's work on this side objective here. And try to get that done, because I do like me some side quests. So what do we got for trucks here? There's the cargo truck. We got the crane there. Plenty of slabs. Actually, we might be able to just build a bridge. Let's do bridge. Bridge. I do that. And let's do another bridge right here. So I think the bridges are going to be easier to work with in this section than the sand. Just because the sand is kind of out of the way. So what do we got? We need 4 and 2. So we need 6 total slabs. There should be... Yeah, there's plenty of them here. So let's go ahead and get the truck loaded up. Nope, that's not what we don't want to lift the truck in the air. Why are we lifting the truck in the air? Alright, let's bring this closer. Let's lift this up. Hope you guys have been enjoying Roadcraft. I have been having a blast with Roadcraft so far. Unfortunately, I've been wanting to do more of this on stream, but that hasn't quite worked out in my favor, so I need to bring the truck a little bit closer. Okay, there's one slab. Alright, let's go ahead and load up the second one. Alright, that is all loaded up. Let's go ahead and move the anchors away. Set the crane. Just get out of the way here. Actually, because we're going to need 4 for the other bridge I have set up, I'm going to just park the crane over here. That way we can just, when we get these 2 dropped off, we can come back and get the 4. And we'll have us a bridge. Just reposition the crane and let's go get some cargo delivered. After we get this cargo delivered, we're going to set up this route, get that going, and then we're going to build a road. Alright, there we go. Bridge 1 is done. Let's go ahead and get the next 4 slabs, and we'll build the second bridge. After that, we're going to bring the dozer over and go clear the road. Alright, let's go park the truck and get it loaded up. So we need 4 slabs for our next bridge. Okay, 2 more. Alright, we just gotta grab this last one here. Alright, let's go ahead and strap this down. And we're going to go build another bridge. Just another route is solid here so far. Looks like we got some boulders we're probably going to have to move out of the way here. Lots of debris in the road here. Let's go ahead and just get this moved out of the way while we're here. And then we're going to go ahead and get this bridge built. Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to grab the dozer and make our way over here and start clearing some of this debris out of the way. Alright, let's go and grab the dozer. Need that int active. Alright, we're going to make our way over to Panama, and we're going to go ahead and get that route cleared, then we're going to dispatch the trucks, after which we're going to come back here and build a road. I don't know about you guys, I am a big fan of side quests first, if they make sense. Don't tell me I got stuck on a rock. There we go. Alright, so all we gotta do here is clear out the route, make sure it's good, and then we can plot the markers, and then we're good to go. We just have to make the long drive over there. Some of these trucks don't really like these log paths. Just kind of bounce kind of crazily. Alright, over our nicely built bridge. And we're just going to check this route for debris, because I know there's some debris here. I saw some rocks and stuff, and we're going to go ahead and get all that cleared out, and then send our convoy on the way. Alright, here we go. We're going to start with these rocks. Alright, this area is thoroughly cleared out here. So we got that going for us. Get all these rocks out of the way. Go ahead and move this porta potty out of the way. Oh, I guess we're gonna just blow it up. That works too. Alright, we got this out of the way. The cones, not gonna be a problem. Let's go across our bridge here. Alright, we got a car in the way. Alright, that has been moved. We got another big van here. Let's get this moved out of the way too. Alright, and then we just got to do something about these barrels. Why are you... No. You need to stay out of the way. I think that is all we need to clear out. Oh, there's still a barrel. Okay. Alright, we should be able to plot the route now. So let's go ahead and do the infrastructure request. We'll get this convoy on the way here, and then let's go build a road. You know, the name of the game, Roadcraft. Let's craft a road. There we go. That's what we need right there. Alright, the vehicles are on their way. Everything should be good there. Let's go ahead and find our dump truck. Where's the dump truck at? Alright, with that done, it is time to establish a supply route to Ambala. So the first thing we need to do is put the sand down. Then we'll grab the dozer, we're going to flatten it. Then we're going to pave it. And then we're going to roll it. And then we're going to have a road. It's going to be a great time. Alright, here we are. Wait, I can auto do it? Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, so that's going to just auto pour sand for me. That's actually kind of awesome. So I just got to bring the equipment over. Alright, where is my dozer? I need to go ahead. We're going to move this over to where the road construction is. Over at the mountain base. Hey, top of the morning to you as well. Welcome. Welcome, Itchy Sandwich. We're back playing some Roadcraft. I think I got the network issues figured out. So everything is solid again. I've been wanting to get more streams in over the weekend and last week, but I was running into some issues with the stream. I had to get dialed back in, but we're after it again. And we're working on the aftermath, the second map here. We're just working through it here. Alright, so the road construction, or the road route is done. I can actually just, yeah, just do that. There we go. Okay, dozer's doing its thing. Get this dump truck out of the way here so the dozer can do its work. Alright, so dozer's doing its thing. We need my vehicles here. We need the equipment transporter here. So we got to bring the paver and the roller over. go ahead and hop into the paver. So the paver, lay down hot asphalt. All right. Come on. What? What am I stuck on? Okay. All right, let's try that again. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. There we go. Now it's working. All right. All right, let's bring this paver down. We can start paving this road. And just knocking that stuff out of the way as I go. Alright, let's jump in the paver. Alright, paver's gonna do its thing. And now we just need to get the roller. Wait, is the dozer in the way? I think the dozer might be in the way here. Just back it up here. There we go. Alright. Back to the equipment transporter. Let's go grab the roller. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the roller. I got it. There we go. Alright, now we're on our way. We're gonna have this road done in no time. I'm gonna do the rolling myself, though. I know I've kind of just let them do it while I'm bringing the equipment over, but I'm gonna do the rolling myself. We're gonna go roll the road. I do like that when you're doing these road requests, you can just kind of have the AI do the vehicles for you while you're just fetching equipment. Just kind of saves a little bit of time. Alright, so the road is done. Let's go ahead and get the equipment out of the way and plot a route. Okay, let's see. Objectives. Open up the route. All rewards received. No rewards remaining. Cancel the route then. There's no more rewards left. You are still going. Transfer point to Anabla. Ambala. That's what we need. That's the one we need. The angle too sharp. I'll just bring this right over here. Take it right across the bridge. And down this lovely stretch of road we just paved. Just need to go right up here. Alright, there's not much we can do until this is done, so let's go ahead and spectate the truck and see how we did. There's not much we can do until this route is done, so we're just gonna watch the trucks right now. There we go. All right, the trucks have made it. We got a third truck coming. There we go.
Oh, jeez. Not bad at all. I might need to raise my standards so I don't get impressed so easily every time. Next on our agenda is the gas power plant and the steel pipes facility.
Okay. We need to get to the gas power plant and get to the steel pipes facility. Let's do steel pipes first. And that means we need to enter our scout vehicle and go find the steel pipes facility. Gonna head out of Ambala this way. Oh, actually, that's the road I need. That's what I need.
That mill has seen better days, hasn't it? You could say that about most things around here.
Alright, now we gotta clear the area of objects. Should be able to just move all this stuff with the truck. Oh, what other game genres do you prefer? So on top of doing a lot of Roadcraft expeditions stuff, I also do a lot of iRacing, racing simulator, and then I play a lot of MMOs as well. I've played World of Warcraft for a long time. Most recently, I've been diving into Lord of the Rings Online. I have also been playing the new Doom as well, Doom Dark Ages. That's been a lot of fun. And I'm not a huge first-person shooter fan, but I do like the Doom games. Those are just super fun. And then I also like just RPGs as well. I've been playing through Oblivion Remastered as well. Played a lot of Skyrim and a lot of Oblivion back in the day as well, so... do you like the Assassin's Creed series? I do like those. I haven't played too many of them, though. I played some of the first ones when those had come out, but I haven't played any of the newer ones. I do like them when I played them, but I haven't played, like, a whole lot of them. Alright, let's see. Just gotta drive to the other side of the plant here. I actually had a the PSP Assassin's Creed. I had that for a while back in the day that I played. That was a lot of fun. Oh, right on, right on. Yeah, I mean, they're good games. They're fun. I haven't had a chance to really play them too much.
And by major, I mean more than you and I can handle in a few minutes. Set up a route from Ambala to the steel pipes facility. Our people will take care of the rest.
Alright, now I gotta plot a route. Let's see. Brought a whole new dynamic to the series, I guess, including the graphics. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to play AC Origins, so I'll have to give that a try. where's this route? There we go. Where are we going? Just to the steel pipes facility. Right there. Okay. Yeah, I guess, like, if I were to just, like, pick game genres and just say, like, my big two would be driving games and MMOs. That would be, like, my big two, like, go-to games genres. Alright, these are on the way. So let's, while that's going on, let's head on over to the gas plant. Guess gaming will change a lot now due to the handheld PC scene, but there are hardcore PC AMD console fans still alive. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to see how that's going to change things with the Steam Deck and all that. I personally don't have a Steam Deck. I have a PC, I have a laptop, and then I have my Series S console, which I'm using right now to play Roadcraft. So, I don't know. I've never really been a big, like, portable gamer. Maybe it's just kind of old school. I mean, I did have the 3DS. I do have a Switch, but, like, I only play the Switch, like, when it's docked onto my TV. I'm not like a... I don't know, I'm not a huge, like, portable gamer myself, but I definitely understand the appeal for folks that have busy lifestyles and things like that. So I definitely think supporting those play styles is definitely a good thing, and definitely good for gaming as a whole.
If we can get the gas power plant running again, we can get juice to the whole region. Plot a route from a...
Nope. That objective cut off Kelly there.
Ball it to the plant, and our maintenance crew will do the rest.
Okay, recycling facilities. Okay, yeah, so I bring the scrap here, and then I can get pipes. Cool. See, you also have a Series S. Yeah, it's a great console. It really is a solid console. It's well, I bought it. It wasn't that expensive. It's expensive now, but it was a affordable console, and it's very powerful for the price point I got it at. You have the ROG Ally. I've been loving the portable gaming aspect. That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't looked into that one too much. I've heard good things about it. It sounds like you enjoy it, so that's awesome. Alright, we need to repair the gas power plant next. Which means we gotta plot a route, which means I need to move this truck out of the way. I don't know why I did that. Let's plot the route. We're here. We're just headed up to the gas power plant. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I got mine. It was for 200. They had like a holiday sale on the console at the end of 22, I believe it was. They had like a holiday sale. So the console was like $50 off. But I love my Series S. I mean, it's also just it's perfect, especially with Game Pass having the all the cloud gaming that you can do now. Because like I can just load up my Xbox and just say, hey, I want to try a game out, right? And just go cloud gaming, play it for an hour, and if I like it, I can install it on the console. And if not, I can just move on to something else. It's been fun. I really like the integration between Game Pass, cloud gaming, and the Series S being a cloud console it's so good. I have so much fun with my Xbox because, you know, there's times, you know, like, I don't know if you've ever had this where, like, you want to play a game, right? And you're sitting down and you're looking at your library and you're like, oh, this sounds fun. I've played this too much. I want to try something different. And nothing in your library is like jumping out like, oh, that's what I really want to play right now. But you can go on Game Pass and just browse and say, oh, this looks interesting. Let me try it. And then you can just go try it. Yeah, I love Game Pass. It's so fun. And like with the cloud gaming, you can just jump right into it. You know, I don't know how many times I've like taken the time to like download a game and just been like, you're sitting there waiting for an hour or whatever for a game to install, and then you're like, oh, I don't like this, and then you just sat there, you know, waiting for a game to install. But having the cloud gaming, you can just jump right in and see if you like the game or not.
At the gas power plant. The pipeline seems to have sprung a leak. Or 5. The crew have narrowed it down to the gas distribution substation. It got beaten up pretty good by the storm. How about you take a drive and check it out?
Alright, let's go check it out. Yeah, exactly. And the other thing too is like, if there's a game on Game Pass, right? And let's say it's like it's not something you would normally try, but like let's say it's got really good reviews, you've got a friend or a family member or something that says, "Hey, this game is really cool," but it's like not like a genre that you usually play. I've had that where I'll just be like, "You know what? It's on Game Pass, let me give it a try," even though it's not something I would normally go out of my way to play. And I found some gems. I have found some gems that I just really enjoy. Like, I played one recently on Game Pass. It was Crime Scene Cleaner. What a joy that is. that game was so fun. Did you try Deliver at All Costs? I have not tried that one yet. As a working adult, do not get that kind of time now as well. Yeah, I feel that. Like, that's why it's like, you know, I have my moments as well where I'm like, man, I don't have a lot of time today, but I want to try some stuff out. And not having to wait for things to install just kind of allows that. I definitely will. I'll see if I can give that a try this week. I've been looking at that one on Game Pass. I just haven't had a chance to try it yet. But with your recommendation, I will definitely, absolutely go give that a try at some point this week. Because I'm sure I'll have some time this week where I'm just like, yeah, you know what, that's a good time to try this. So probably not going to do it on stream or anything like that, but I might just sit down on the couch one day after work and just say, hey, you know what, I'm going to give that a try. Itchy Sandwich recommended it, so it's got to be good. Alright, we need to go look at the second pipeline here. Now you've scouted all the broken pipe sections, you'll need to restore the steel pipes so that it can begin repairs.
That storm really did a number on the gas power plant. Let's find the breaches and patch them with the new pipe segments. Yep, you get to be a plumber now too.
Alright, we get to do some plumbing. Okay, so what I am going to need is a new truck. we are going to need a truck for this. So we're going to go to the shop and we're going to buy the Mule T1 cargo crane truck. There it is. Garage. Where's my mule at? There it is. Alright, we need to build 2 pipes. So let's make our way over to the steel pipes facility. I believe, is there... There's nothing but barrels here. I don't see any good scrap metal sources here. What's that? Some kind of bucket? Alright. Is there like an old... Yeah, we got some old cars here. Yeah, right here. We're gonna go grab a car. That's what we're gonna go do. So we need to bring some scrap metal over there so we can build the pipes. And once we get these pipes installed, we can move on to the next step. Here we are. Alright, we got a car. Alright, let's go ahead and bring this over to the steel pipes facility. I'm driving very careful right now. I don't want to tip this thing over because it is kind of unbalanced with it sitting the way I have it sitting in the bed. But we got all kinds of pipe over there we can scrap. Alright. Alright, that's enough for one steel pipe. We do need to bring some other stuff over here, though. So, I wonder, can I reach this thing? I cannot. Okay. Is this a city builder from a contractor's perspective? Not really a city builder. It's more of an infrastructure builder. So, like, the whole premise of this map is there was a big storm. So we're basically just building the infrastructure back to get life back to normal. That's why we're setting up supply routes and building roads and getting power plants and things like that back online. You're not necessarily building the city, you're kind of just getting the city back and functioning after some kind of disaster. So that is the whole premise for the most part, is just it's more of disaster recovery and just, you know, getting the roads and stuff back going. All right, we have enough for 2 pipes. So yeah, right now our goal is to repair the piping system. And this is going to basically turn the power plant back on for everybody that's living in the different towns in the area here. You've got Panama down here, and Bala, the main city, right here. They're out of power from the storm, so we're just trying to bring the power plant back online and get everybody up and running again. We got that. Now we just need to load up the second pipe. There we go. Alright, we got pipes loaded up. Now it's time to go ahead and replace the broken ones and get the pipeline going again. Sorry, truck. Sorry. Ah, route failed. I failed the route. Oh, no. I've got myself into trouble now. Oh, there we go. Okay. We're good. Let me get out of the way and I'll restart the route. Where are we at? Infrastructure route. All rewards received. All rewards received. So I can shut you down. There we go. Still got rewards to get from that route, so we'll get them going again. In the meantime, I gotta head over to that broken pipe and replace it with one of these shiny new ones that I just built. Come on, I can't get up this. There we go. The tire was just stuck hovering above that rock. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is pull the old pipe off. And then we need to grab one of these shiny new pipes. What? No, not that. There we go. There we go, first pipe replaced. Alright, the next one is down over here. Just going to follow this path and head on over to the second pipe. There it is, right down there. Alright, we just got to do the same thing here. We got to pull the old pipe out, put the new one in. Goes. Just toss that aside. We don't need that. And there we go. Pipes replaced. Alright, we got the big cable machine now.
Reconnect the town to the power grid. And while you're at it, here's a couple of things you can do to make life easier. This isn't essential, but if you want smooth sailing for the steel pipes to Umbala, a new road will help. If you can build the road, then you can send the convoy from the steel mill to Umbala. And another thing, the pipes south of the pumping station are damaged. If you can find the breach, patch it up. Then your sailing will be even smoother.
All right. Alright, so we got a couple new objectives here. We've got to run the cable machine. And we have some side quests here to build a road and send a convoy. So I think we should go ahead and get started with that. So we're going to build a road here through all this mud. And then we'll send the convoy. And then I like doing side quests first, so then we'll go repair the pipe. which I believe is pumping station. Oh, there it is, right there. So then we're going to go repair a pipe there, and then we're going to do the cable machine. So that is what we're going to do. So let's start off. We need a dump truck. What am I stuck on this tree? Is that what? Yeah, I am. I'm stuck on the tree. Alright. Let's go build a road. Alright, we need more sand. It's not spreading quite where I want it to. Let's throw a little more sand here. It's kind of hard to get positioned in all this mud. There we go. I think that looks okay. Yeah, it's a lot better. When we get the dozer over here, that'll make it look a lot nicer. Right now it's just piles of sand. There we go. Sand is deployed. Let's move the dump truck out of the way. And I need to go ahead and grab the dozer. Let's go flatten the sand. Alright, let's flatten the sand here. I'm probably going to have to make a couple of passes here. This looks a little rough. That sand just didn't quite dump where I wanted it to, which is fine. It'll work. I think I need a second pass at least just to flatten this up a little bit. There we go. That looks a lot better. I think looks like there's still a little bump in the middle. Let's go one more pass, and then we should be good. Should be nice and flat here. There we go. Alright. Sand has been flattened. Alright, next up we need to go grab the pike. Each stage is almost 8 to 10 hours almost. Good replayability. Oh, you're talking with Roadcraft? Yeah, I also really like that you can also just reset a map anytime you want to. So if you really enjoyed a map, you can just reset the map and do it all over again without necessarily having to start a full new game. Which the added benefit of that is, you know, when you get through the game, you can redo some of these other maps with the full roster of vehicles and try new things and stuff like that. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of replayability in Roadcraft and different ways you can approach things. Like, for instance, there was a side route I did at the beginning of stream here where you have to route from this transit point over to Panama. And I wound up just using bridges, right? I just built some bridges here. You could potentially just like pave this and use sand if you want to as like a different way to do that. But I just use bridges. Just for this example. So having just ways you can go back to the other maps, try different things, it's really awesome. I'm very impressed with Roadcraft and how even when you're like done with the game, you're never like totally done with it. This is not going to end well. I had a feeling that was not going to end well. I need to reposition this a little better. Yeah, that's my favorite part, honestly, is that you can just reset the scenarios anytime you want to. Why can't I get up the ramps? There we go. Alright, we got it. I, for one, do not want to drive the paver all the way over to the job site. It's very slow. Get this thing loaded on the truck. That'll be a lot better. That looks dangerous. Yeah, I mean, whoa, there it goes. Yeah, it's a little dangerous. Yeah, it's not really something you would really want to just drive around. Kind of just take it where it's got to go and then go from there. Alright, let's go do some paving. There we go. One road coming up. There we go. That's better. Alright, let's go ahead and we got to go grab the roller now. Where's my roller at? There it is. There we go. Let's get you loaded up. Why did I do a wheelie? That was cool. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately right now there's no way to like strap the vehicle down when you put it on the trailer. It just kind of sits there. Start bouncing, it kind of bounces up in the air a little bit. Here we are. Let's go ahead and get the roller unloaded. Alright, let's roll the road and then it'll be good to go. Alright, we got a road done. Let's get this roller out of the way. We do need to build a route now. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in the dozer. Because I'm pretty sure this route needs to go along this road. And there's a bunch of debris up over here. Probably just go push this out of the way, get this intersection cleared up. It's kind of more in the way than it was before. There we go. Now it's out of the way. There, we got some other broken pipes and barrel and some other metal roll thing. Oh, is that fence? It looks like fence. You out of the way. And that's out of the way. Alright, let's go ahead and get the route plotted. I don't know if they'll push those doors open or not. I may need to go open those doors up. I guess I'll find out. Because I know they can push the doors closed, so they should be able to push the door open. I believe these are going mountain base. Yeah, mountain base. There we go. And while we're here, let me look at the routes that are currently in motion. All rewards received. Let's go ahead and cancel that route. We don't need that running anymore. And you still have $600 of rewards, so you can still keep going there. Alright, the next thing we need to do is the pumping station. And it looks like they were able to just push the door open, so that's great. I don't know why he got hung up, but alright, we're on the way. Cool. Next thing we're going to do is repair the pumping station. We got to go craft a pipe and install a pipe all the way down here. Yeah, it's right there. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the Mule T1 that I have. I don't need that pickup right now. So we're going to head over to the steel pipes facility and grab some of the scrap metal that's laying around there and build a pipe and take that pipe over and get that delivered. Alright, here we are at the steel pipes facility. We just need to find some suitable scrap metal, which there is plenty of it. Big stack of pipes there. I think I saw a whole bunch of beams and stuff down here. Oh yeah, look at that stuff. Okay. Alright, let's load some metal. I guess we'll start with this thing. This little beam. Let's grab another little beam here. Alright, this should be enough for a beam. Probably more than enough. Oh yeah, that was enough for three pipes. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this pipe. We'll get this loaded up. I thought I had that positioned a little better. There we go. Go, full crane, get rid of the anchors. And now we gotta make the long drive over to replace the pipe. So, we need to head up through here, down this way, and across the bridge. And where we're going is... go through this way. Right here. That's where we need. I'm just marking the intersection. I kind of know the routes all the way over there, so I'm just putting a mark down at where I need to turn to head towards the pipe. That one truck is still struggling there for some reason, but seems to be getting where it needs to go just fine. Now we just go for a drive. Still got 950 meters. But that's a straight line. We're not going to be able to take a straight line over there. They're really bouncing a lot. Okay, that's starting to make me dizzy. Just the bouncing is just like disorienting a little bit. Route failed. No rewards remaining. Doesn't need to run. All rewards received. Alright, that's all. There we go. I got all the rewards from all the routes. We just got to make this long drive over here to replace the pipe. There's my little beacon. Alright, now we just need to head up towards the pipe. There it is. Oh, not that way. Trying to go in between the rock here. There we go.
Ew. That pumping station isn't looking too great. It's not on our list of required fixes, but it could still use some of your magic.
I have the magic ready to go. Can I get to this from up here? I don't think I can. I think I gotta go down below. I thought maybe the higher area might give me a better vantage point to that, but a little too far away. Let's get you loaded up. There we go. Replace the pipes.
Good work. If the locals don't appreciate it yet, they soon will.
All right. So that is done. That is all the side objectives for now. So all we have to do now is restore electricity, which means we get to use this wonderful cable machine here. Let's see, where is our starting point here? Power grid. Alright, so we're going to start right here and just follow this road all the way over to the power substation. Wait, where am I at? Okay, just up ahead to the right here. There we go. Alright, it's time to do some cable laying. Here we go. This is such a cool machine. I think this is one of my favorite machines. It's just so cool. It's big, it's powerful. Only used for specific tasks, which is, you know, laying cable, but I love this machine. This is great. There we go. We have restored the power. Power is restored. The town's lights steadily illuminate. They spread a bright and hopeful glow over the exhausted community. Alright, and that is going to complete turning on the lights.
Well, gosh, look at you go. You just brought a whole region back from the brink. I'll pass on the good news. You seem like you're a keeper. Well done.
Alright, and that is going to complete Aftermath. Storm has passed, leaving only what we built to last. Our shift is coming to an end. We laid the groundwork for others to carry on. It's more than just structures, though. It's a bond we've created. So, that is going to complete Aftermath. And with Aftermath complete, that is going to unlock Incommunicado and Sunken, which I will be tackling on another stream later this week. So that's all the time I have for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you to Itchy Sandwich and everybody else that was hanging out today. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And yeah, next time we load up Roadcraft here, I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. We got a couple of choices there. They're both super fun maps. I haven't really finished them yet. I've kind of done a little bit in these maps, but we'll figure it out. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the job site. Bye-bye!